Well, good morning. About 3 years ago, I was on a flight. I was leaving the conference and I was coming back home. And as I was on the airplane, I was listening to music, trying to read a book, and this idea just popped right into my mind, right? It just came out of nowhere, boop, right into my mind. And as it popped into my mind, I looked at it and said, that's too big. There's no way that I can do anything like that. That just doesn't make sense. I don't know anything about that. I've never done anything like that before, and it's just too big. And I did what most of us do when we get this inspired idea. We take a look at this inspired idea and we compare it to our current results, right? And we say they don't match. We say this inspired idea and this results that I currently have, they don't match. It's just too big. This idea is too big. But I want you to take a look around right now, wherever you're at, just take a look around. And if you're in a room, is that room big or small? Is the room you're in right now big or small? If you're not in a room, you're like me and you're in a car. Think about your living room. Okay, the living room in your house. Is that living room big or small? Well, it depends, right? It depends on what you compare it to. If you take that living room and you compare it to your bathroom, most likely it's going to be big, right? It's going to be bigger than your bathroom. But if you compare your living room to, say, if you're in Tupelo, the Bancorp South Arena or your high school gymnasium, it's going to be small, right? You're comparing it to something else, and it becomes small. The room did not change. The height, the width, the depth, the dimensions, none of that changed, but what you compared it to changed. So your living room is not big nor small. It just is. The same thing with our inspired idea. It's not big nor small. It just is. And see, oftentimes, like I did, got this inspired idea and I compared it to my current results and it didn't match and I called it big. But it's not going to match, right? My results are coming from me. It's not coming from the same source, right? My results are coming from me and what I did. This inspired idea, where do you think that came from? Who? Who do you think that came from, right? It's coming from God. So it's obviously not going to match. So when you get an inspired idea, a big idea that we call big, remember, it's not big nor small, it just is. So what are you going to do with your inspired idea? For the longest time, I kept saying that the idea I had was too big, that I could not do that. I'd never done anything like that before. I'll tell you, I have since taken action on that. Kim and I have taken action, and we are in process with this big idea, and I want to encourage you to take action on your idea. Don't worry about how you're going to do the whole thing. You know, I guarantee you know at least one thing that you can do right now that would take you closer to that. And as you take action, the next step will be revealed, and then the next step will be revealed. So I encourage you, don't allow the bigness of it to prevent you from taking action. I hope you have a great day, and God bless.